Do you like my button eyes? Today, as you can see, I turned myself into a Coraline doll. This episode is going to be a tribute to my Coraline series, as this is one of the final looks that I did. One of the major themes of the whole Coraline movie is that Coraline, this little girl with blue hair, moves into the Pink Palace apartments with her family. And in the beginning, you can tell that she is very bored and almost neglected by her parents. She's often asking, when are we going to go do something? And I thought we were supposed to have a better life now that we moved to this new place. And her parents are basically kind of just busy, and the whole scene is very dreary and dark. Then, because of her boredom, she goes into a little tunnel that takes her into another dimension called the other world, where she has an other mother and an other father, and they have button eyes. And as you can tell from there, it gets a little evil. But all of this to say is that Coraline was just a very bored girl. So for all of you bored people out there, I have 10 random things to do when you're bored. So hopefully you don't feel the need to go through the tunnel to go into an alternate dimension. Gosh, these button eyes are so difficult to see out of. Sorry that I might have been out of frame there. Number 1, do creative makeup looks. Obviously, I'm a huge proponent of this one, but if there's anything I could have said to do when I was bored, or especially when I was little and I had all the time in the world, I would have just done the craziest makeup looks, or even just practiced regular makeup. And I know some of you may be a little bit too young to wear makeup, but it's never too young to do art. So as long as you're not wearing it out and you're too young for makeup, it's still very, very fun to practice, and you'll get better and better every day, and before you know it, you might be able to be a makeup artist. Number 2, rearrange a tiny part of your room. This one's fun because it's an alternative to the basic, rearranging your room, which is also good. But if there's like a really specific part of your room, like organizing your shoes, or maybe like one of your drawers in your dresser or under your bed, like create a little space in your room where you're going to organize it or rearrange it to just feel something different, and really only you need to know about it. That's the fun part. So you're not going to be dragging furniture across the room or pulling things on and off the wall, but maybe just like one little corner or area of your room. Take some time to reorganize that and make it something special. Number 3, design your dream outfit using only clothes you forgot you had. This one is not only fun because it's free, but also because you are being less consumeristic, not always needing to buy new things or being wasteful. So I really approve of this one. It could be something super funny and like a challenge between you and a friend, or if you're just by yourself and you genuinely want to get to know your wardrobe more and create something cool, go on Pinterest and see some ideas and styles, and go through those areas in your closet that I know you never reach into, and try to create a really beautiful, fun outfit out of those pieces. Number 4, build a tiny world out of cardboard, shoe boxes, or random trash that you find, and create a beautiful tiny world, like a little book nook. If you don't know what a book nook is, look it up. They are so cute, and basically you're creating like a little piece or like a little room that you can put in between books on a shelf, and it's like a tiny room. So it could be like a kitchen or an alleyway, and you can even get creative with it and find ways to put like little lights inside or whatever. Create like a little fairy world. I think these are so fun because it is such a good way to get creative, and again, you're recycling unused or unwanted things. Number 5, create a mood board for the other you. So if you know, in the movie, there's like another character for each one in the alternate dimension. So there's the other mother, the other father, the other YB, things like that. I want you to create a mood board, preferably on Pinterest or whatever you like to create mood boards on, for the other you. You can make this fun and silly, like the other you has some crazy stuff going on, or you can make it inspirational and motivational, like the other you is very organized, the other you has clear skin, the other you works out all the time, drinks lots of water, takes care of her health. Whatever that is, you can write it down, but also it feels really good to have photos. So like a vision board or mood board, that will be really cool to create the other you. And again, you can make this fun or silly, or even better, better yet, it can be motivational. Number 6. Okay, this one's really funny. Create a mini trailer of your life, but make it a trailer for a horror film. So make it scary, add suspense. I used to do this all the time when I was little, when iMovie was like a super big thing and there wasn't really social media to be posting on. I would die to have the camera that I did all those iMovies on. I think it was like my old iPod Touch. They're so fun, and it's so fun to create like a mini storyline, but this one, do it kind of more for your life. So it could be like actually tragic things that maybe happen, but like make it funny, or just things that you think would be funny to have in a mini trailer about you that is suspenseful and scary. Number 7, learn how to make a weird origami character. You know those people that always just have the most random skills? And I don't know if you're like me, you would feel like you always don't know anything. I still can't whistle to this day. I don't know how to blow a bubble with my bubble gum, like just basic stuff like that. And honestly, when I was bored, I should have just spent more time figuring out how to do cool little things so I knew how to do them when I was older. And this doesn't apply to just little kids, I hope you know. But yes, anytime you're bored, really take some time to just find some like leftover paper, preferably to recycle, or new paper is fine, and look up some really random origami structures that you can create, so that way you have like a little party trick that you can show people. You can create basically the most random things. You'll make it look so easy, but in reality it's because you were bored for hours upon hours and you learned how to get really good at origami. Number 8, make up a dance to a creepy song or nursery rhyme. I think we all know those songs that we are so confused when we hear them that we're like, this would be so good in a horror movie, even if it's not meant to be creepy. Or maybe it is a scary song. I don't know if you really want to be listening to scary music, but something that you find to be creepy, make a fun dance to it, and bonus points if you do the dance in front of somebody you know. Number 9, do a mini photo shoot with props only found in your kitchen. Now, disclaimer, do not do anything dangerous, because I know some scary things can be found in the kitchen, but just do something fun where you're kind of using your creativity, whether it's a photo shoot of like the things in your kitchen, or more creatively, or probably more cool, to use those things in your photo shoot. For instance, if there's like potatoes in there and you just like do a potato photo shoot, or something cool with like the colors of your cups or plates, or maybe a neat area in your kitchen that you would like to take photos. The photo shoot doesn't necessarily have to be in the kitchen, but try to use a prop from your kitchen. Even like bake something and take a photo with a cake. That might be really cool. It's just something fun to do still while you're in the house, but really is time consuming and might be fun to have some photos to look back later at another time. Okay, number 10. This one is really fun and connecting. Now I know we may not all have a friend to call, but just hear me out, and then you can feel free to ask me in the comments if I have any other suggestions for alternative ways. But call a friend and ask them a random deep question. Here's an example. Would you rather live in a magical world but with strings attached? Or would you rather live in an alternate reality that is boring but there's no risk? There's lots of fun would you rather questions, or just deep questions in general, that might be really connecting with you and your friend or family member or whoever it is that you wish to call. Not only will you find out more about that other person, you'll probably find out more about yourself, and maybe it will lead to more positive and deeper connections. All right, that is all for today's episode. I had so much fun with this one. I'm so sorry. There's probably a little bit of camera issues with the frame because I could not see a thing while filming this, and I have a feeling that some of my clips are a bit off, but that's what happens when you try to make a video with button eyes. Be sure to check out my Instagram and TikTok to see the look and the behind the scenes of creating this look. As always, I have so much fun doing these videos, so please let me know if you would like to see anything specific from me next. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!